Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Hello and welcome to Drama Friday. This is Jan's Views. I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a good week. And we're once again back in Drama Friday room. That didn't go very well. I hope you're all well. We've had a sunny old day. Hi, Mercy. Looks like you're the only one here at the moment who wants to talk. The others are lurking. Hi, lurkers. How are you? I hope you're well. Right. We've got so much to discuss. Honestly, I didn't know where to begin. So I've made a few pointers in my little blue book, and we'll go by that or by whatever you want to talk about. Okay, first thing we need to say is, where the hell is Monty? Where is he? His last video was 7 days ago, and his last live stream was 6 days ago. Well, Edna's not here, so she can't tell me. Whether he quite often takes these kinds of breaks, I don't really know. But yeah, I just think it's a bit strange. He's gone AWOL. Hi, April. Hope you're well. What's the latest? Oh my God, there's so much going on. It's really difficult because, they say sort of girl world. I don't like girl world. And I don't normally talk about it, I think. But my problem is that the people that I enjoy watching, they do. They like girl world. So I have to sort of go along with it to a certain degree. But yeah, so there's just so much of everything in girl world and everywhere else. Yeah, you noticed he'd gone missing, Moosey? Did you hear he came out as a homie? Yes, I think Gia came in. Um, yeah, I knew what you meant. Knew what you meant. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that true? All right, you were talking about it, were you? Interesting. But I mean, in today's world, does it really matter? Do you? Okay, apparently he's riding the rainbow. Hi, no one special. I don't know. Um, yeah, as April says, did he come out? Or sorry, as Moosey says, did he come out or was he outed? Well, I don't know. But I mean, in today's world, does it honestly matter? I don't think it did. Hi, Zena. Oh, I've missed you. There you are. There you are. Right. You've got to give me the link to your channel that you do your live streams on, because, darling, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I'd like to include you in that picture in our room for Wednesday. So anyway, guys, I wanted to start with a bit of sort of my news, really. And that is that um I've been doing quite a lot of shorts. I'd really love you to go over there and watch them and sort of, give me a like or whatever. But the thing is, and this is something that we have to thank dearest, dearest Jolly Green Giant for, because it was him that gave me the idea. Because I think he wanted to sort of do like an expose about how I bullied poor Peter Mon. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to start doing shorts, because shorts are the way to go, guys. They're the way to go. Hi, Plant Dad. Nice to see you. Right, we're going back here. No, it matters not. But he loves attacking women with such vitriol. Do you know what? You could have a point. But let me tell you, in my experience with gay men, and I have had quite a bit of experience with gay men in my past, and I've still got a couple of gay friends. In my experience, they're not misogynistic. It could just be the ones that I've been acquainted with, but yeah, I've never really found them to be misogynistic. So I don't know whether that's a valid point, that as to why he may be attacking women. Uh yeah. Oh, Plant Dad. Oh, listen, darling, it's something that people have been accusing me of doing ever since I started doing my Don Mon parodies. So what I did was, thanks to dear old Monty, not Monty, this twat here, what I decided to do was put up some shorts of it, just so that you can see how nasty and evil I was. So I'm just going to play two of them for you. And the first one is called The Helicopter. One of the tour guides had said to him, he must have seen him like, and said to him, "Oh no, don't worry, it happened. Don't worry, it happens to a lot of people when they come on these hikes. You're not the only one that can't do it. And sometimes we even have to get a helicopter to come and pick the people up and take them off." I thought, God, can you imagine if a helicopter landed to pick up Don Mon? The pilot would be like, you having a laugh? We're not getting that on our helicopter. It will never take off. It'll be like that. Is it going? Yeah, we're going to make it. Here we go, it'll fall like that. One of the tour guides
and this is the other one.
So all we get, the main shots we get are of Alex's posterior. That's it. Oh, that's very nice, thanks. Yeah, we really want to see that wobbling up the hill, don't we? But I want to hike with the brother-in-law and his girlfriend or somebody like that. I don't know. Could have been anyone. Could have been random person they've met in the street. And then Peter can walk no more. You can hear. I have never, ever watched somebody vlogging whilst they're walking, and that's including me. I don't sound out of breath when I'm walking. I might well collapse after I finish filming, but I'm not. So all you've got is Peter holding his camera or phone or whatever, and he's like, it's very nice, everybody. Look, there's a treat. So all we get.
Oh dear, I do make myself laugh. That's one of the reasons I do it, because it does give me a really good laugh. Right. Hi, Amber. I forgot whose chat I was in, but they were saying you slandered and harassed Peter Mon. I was like, no, she actually didn't. I remember you didn't do anything worse than everyone in that community. Exactly. But it just goes to show how rumors are passed around, you know, and people just like to focus in on like negative things about somebody. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So I thought, all right, okay, I'm gonna do like a revisited series of shorts. So that's what I've been doing. So pop on over there, guys, and you'll see what I used to do or react to. Darling Don Mon. Hi, Capone. How are you, sweetness? I hope you're well. I know my laugh is terrible. I normally sort of hide the worst of it on here because it's, yeah, people say I've got a dirty laugh. Yeah. So, hi, Gia. Oh, I skipped over you. Hi, Gia. Hope you're well, sweetness. Edna's missing. Yeah, she's got a new job. And because of the time differences here, it's like your afternoon, isn't it? So yeah, but she said that she's still gonna pop in. Does Edna get no time off? She needs to speak with HR immediately. I think she's only just started. Yeah, they always say to folks they should do their homework. Exactly. Exactly. But do you know what, Amber? I've given up trying to prove otherwise about you know, what people say about me. You know, just come on in and say it to my face. I I don't really care if you honestly can see anything other than a nutcase, then I'd say the issue is with you, because yeah, I'm just a nutcase. Yes, it is nighttime here. What is it? It's 14 minutes past 11 at nighttime. So that's what I've been doing. But let's talk a bit of gossip, shall we? Oh, and the other thing that had something to do with me, you know, I did that video about D. Let me see if I can find it. Let me get out of here. I did a video where I said YDY, which was can't find. Oh no, it was a live, wasn't it? Yeah. Hang on, I'll share this with you. Right, okay, so I'm in here. This one here, YDY. I did that 9 days ago. Well, the other
Had enough of
day,
that.
I got a message or comment from D. And I responded and said, it was quite a long response. I thought it warranted a long response. She had said things like, oh, well, I knew, I've forgotten the terminology she used now, but she said something like, I knew you'd be like this, or I knew this and another. And I thought, oh, no, you don't, matey. So anyway, I just put her straight in it. And weirdly, guys, it's gone. It's gone. I was just going to read it with to you. But look, it's gone. She's got rid of it. So there we go. That's another bit of news. It's all happening. So let me see. Oh, Gia, is Jessica Massacre also missing? I don't know. Is she? I don't follow her. I mean, I hear about her because of the circles I sort of wander into. But no, I don't know, to be honest, whether she's MIA. Val is the only girl keeping these YouTube orphans entertained. Who's Val? I don't know who Val is. But anyway, let me move on. The next one I want to talk about, he's just gone live. But I thought we could have a bit of a chin wag about this because I thought it was quite interesting. Now, one of the reasons I do not, where is it? There is, let's stop. One of the reasons my visits to um to Yomama's streams is because of the constant hang on one second, guys. I'm trying to multitask and I've never been very good at that. Okay, right. So I'll put that up there ready. She's talking about Dark Roses. I don't know who Dark Roses is. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that person. Okay. Monty and Jessica both missing. Do you think they've run off together? Oh, you can never tell, can you? Anyway, guys, the reason why I wanted to respond to this in particular was because he threw up a few questions. Now, like I was saying, I love me some Yo Mama. You all know I love me some Yo Mama. But recently, he's every single one of his live streams, he's talking about Foodie, and I just can't anymore. I can't. I just can't. So I was in there earlier. Then he started talking about her, and I thought, oh, God, here we go again. But what I did was I carried on about my business. I was in the kitchen and I was just listening. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I should respond to this because um I'm not going to say that Yo Mama doesn't do his homework. We know that there are people that say that. I think he's learning, and I think he's learning well. You know, it's not easy to come into a community and it and know everything. Now, we all know, those of us that have been around a bit longer, a lot more savvy about the type of person that Foodie is. Okay. Um, Now, it seems that as much as we may say to Yo Mama, oh, but Yo Mama, you don't understand this, you don't understand that. Listen, the guy can't read up on Foodie Beauty, who's been on here, but being a total arse for so many years. He can't read up on that. He'd be going blooming bog-eyed with it. So you've got to allow him, in my opinion, we need to allow him some leeway. Okay, just give him a bit of slack. All right, but there was one thing that I picked up on here, and I thought, oh, okay, I think we need to address this. So that's what we're going to do, guys. That's what we're going to do. So, firstly, I'm going to say hi, Barley. I hope you're well, darling. Yeah, I get all the nice people in here. It's lovely. I love it. I hope you're well, sweetness. Anyway, so let me see if I've done this right. 23. I put it on. Okay, let's listen. Let me know if you can hear it. Say yay or nay.
When she saw all 400 pounds of you, and I believe the same thing if they come on panel with you. I think they're not going to be those crazy lunatics that they are when they're talking to themselves. When they actually got to be in front of you, I think their whole demeanor changes. That's just my opinion, but I want to see it though. I want to see it. So, Foodie Beauty, we're going to hold you to that. Okay, don't fuck with us, because next week I'm gonna be on your motherfucking ass if you don't have that panel ready. All right, I'm gonna be on that ass. But anyway,
right. So what he's saying is that he thinks that Foodie listened to his advice that he gave the other day, and the advice was that she should sort of schedule her live streams, and as much as she should have it written down in front of her, the same as I have here, of where you're going to go with your live stream. Don't just sit there and expect your chat to be your what you're reacting to. And he made a very good point with that. And I thought, yeah, that's exactly what she does. And also another thing that people that cover her also do is they just react to the chat. They haven't got anything to bring to their show or their live stream or whatever. All they're doing is relying on the chat. Now, as somebody who live streams, I do find it difficult to find a balance sometimes. I don't want to ignore the chat the whole time, but there are times when, the chat does put me off. If I'm looking at it, it does put me off. So it's hard, you want to try and find a balance there. So I think what I do, I mean, to be honest, when I'm talking, like I'm talking now, I'm not looking at the chat, because I know if I look at the chat, I'm going to be waylaid. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be pushed off my path. So I think he made a good thing there, a good point there. Now, I'm going to look at the chat quickly now, but there's something else I wanted to say. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, okay, I'm just putting up. He's going to be completely disappointed. He can't get it in his head that she's the world's biggest liar. Now, I would agree with that, 100%. I can understand up to a point why he feels that people are unfair to her. I think he does have a big heart, and I think he just feels that it's wrong that so many people are reacting to her. Whereas I think if he took a step back and even consider why people have such a hate boner for this woman, then I think he would understand it a bit more, of why it goes so deep. I don't know how people sit and react to her. It's exhausting. Exactly. I don't. I couldn't. And, there's several reasons why I couldn't. First, she's as boring as hell. Secondly, I despise her because of the way she treats people, or the way she's shown herself to treat people. Obviously, I don't know her from Adam, but because of what she's done in the past and she's filmed herself doing. I think she's despicable, and I also believe she's the biggest troll. So, yeah, and to have to sit there and react to what? I mean, you're just reacting to, it's like, I don't know, how can I explain it? It's like trying to react every single day to a blob on the wall. And, you know, one day the sun may be shining and may show up a different side of the blob. Okay, so today we're going to look at the same blob on the wall and we're going to talk about how it looks lighter on one side because the sun's shining through the window. And then the next day it's raining. So there may be a reflection on the glass. Do you see what I mean? And it's like, no, no, not for me, guys. Not for me. Yeah, let's see what Barley says. And the people in the chat saying the same thing over and over again. Exactly. Exactly. I just can't. No. And Joe Mama holds her up like we're supposed to try and be like her. I don't know if he does that. In my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just giving my opinion. And I can understand why you think that as well, Moosey. I can, because he does come across like that sometimes. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've not sat through a whole one of his streams for a while now, because as soon as he puts a picture of her up there, I'm gone. I'm like, no, I can't. You know, if he was coming on and, in my opinion, giving a truthful, painting a truthful picture of this person as a creator, then I could listen to it. But I can't listen to him, you know, putting her up against FFG or putting her up against Breezy. I just can't. I just can't do that. I just want to go back to there, what Barley said. Sorry, honey, I missed that one. Yeah. See, I'm rubbish at this. Sorry. Okay, so Gia says, I think your mama feels bad for Foodie because so many people are mean to her. Yes, and I can understand that. He wasn't here during the Crackhead Olympics arc. He just came during Humble Muslim Wife arc, so he doesn't understand. I agree, Gia. That's what I was trying to say. I mean, we all saw what she was like. I mean, how offensive was she? She was just disgusting. And I also, listen, you know I like Yo Mama. So if Yo Mama comes in, I'm happy to talk to him about it. But I just find it, what's a good word? Irritating? Yeah, I find it irritating that he tries to paint her as some kind of victim when we all know she's not a victim. So yeah. Mean to her, she's an innocent victim. Yeah, no. And do you know what, Moosey? Even before the BBJ thing, she was awful. Hang on, need a drink. Sorry, guys. She was dreadful. Just her behaviour and her manners and her moods and her, ugh, no. Anyway, so I want to let's play a little bit more of this because I don't know if we've got to the bit that I wanted to. That's it. Now he's now saying to her, "What I want you to do, Foodie." I'm going to take it back to there because I think I might have missed it. What he's saying to her now is that he wants her to go on panel and talk to other people because he wants to see her. He wants to see her reactions with other people. He wants to see how she communicates with other people. And I thought, oh my God, he's obviously not gone back far enough, because those of us that have seen what she's been like in the past, we know this woman is socially inept and has no conversational skills whatsoever. So for him to say that, I was like, oh my God. And that's what made me, just that pure thing there was what made me decide to react to this video tonight, because I was like, no, yo mama. And also I wanted to show proof of, you know, how inept she is at conversation or anything else that we all learn as we're growing up. And she obviously hasn't. Okay, so let me carry on.
Beauty. And they won't, and listen, I honestly believe there's a lot of people out there that want to ask you some cool questions, and they won't be disgusting. You know what I mean? But I would like to see you panel up with Just Breezing. I would like to see how she talks to you when you actually are there, like you're not in the room.
We've seen that. We've seen that. We've seen when she's panelled up with, didn't she used to panel up with Negs for a short time? Am I right in saying that, or have I got that wrong? Who is it she panelled up with? And the girl has no conversation. So, okay.
But you're when she can talk to you. I would actually like to see that, because let me tell you something. A lot of these people out there, they talk a big game, but when they in front of you or when you're there, they get all fucking they get all fanned out and shy. We saw.
Well, yeah, he's got a point there as well. But what I would bounce back with is that Yo Mama still brings up the fact that when FFG was face to face with Foodie, that she was all polite to her and she was all giggly with her. So you can't have it both ways, you know. I think a lot of it depends on who you're talking about and who you're meeting. Now, if you are actually going to meet an arch enemy, then I think things may turn out a little differently. I don't know. I think what Yo Mama is trying to say is if you meet somebody in person, then all your arguments and everything will dissipate. You know, you'll become friends. That's what he's trying to say. But then on the second hand, when he's coming for FFG, he's saying that because that happened in that time, that FFG was, you know, was a fake. So, and this is another reason why I find him a bit annoying when he does this.
Saw how FFG acted when she went to that fashion show. She wasn't that raging maniac that we hear on the internet. When she saw all 400 pounds of you, she was scared. And I believe the same thing if they come on panel with you. I think they're not going to be those crazy lunatics that they are when they're talking to themselves. When they actually got to be in front of you, I think their whole demeanor changes. That's
Well, I mean, let's get back to the meeting at the fashion show. Now, people like to paint other people. People like to paint reactors, especially reactors that just tend to react to the same person. They like to paint them as stalkers and as obsessed people, because they do react to the same person. But if you go back through other reactors' channels, like Peter Mon, for instance, right? I did quite a few videos on him. I enjoyed doing them. It was fun. I had a whale of a time. I got reasonable views with it. People liked it. But then some people started to say, "Oh, you're stalking Peter. You're stalking him. How can I stalk somebody who lives in another country?" But anyway, that's by the by. So let me stay focused on this. So Yo Mama's saying that, you know, oh, well, we all know that FFG is a maniac. We all know she's this. We all know she's that. But, you know, nothing happened when she met up. So what are you saying then? How in that instance is what she did wrong? In my opinion, and I'll say it outright, I don't think FFG did anything wrong on that day. I think had FFG stormed in there and said, "Oh, you big fat whale of a bitch," and this and this and this and this and this, I feel that she had a right to do it because of what Foodie had done to her previously, but she didn't. And to me, it showed that she had manners and she had decorum. That's what it showed to me. Now, to other people, like Yomama, they don't see it like that at all. You know, they just see it that, oh, well, you know, she must really be a fan and blah, 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 blah. No, I don't agree with that at all. I just feel that if somebody was as hell-bent on stalking and obsessing over somebody, that's a completely a different kettle of fish. And I don't believe that FFG is one of them. That's my thoughts on it.
That's just my opinion, but I want to see it though. I want to see it. So, Foodie Beauty, we're going to hold you to that, okay? Don't fuck with us because next week I'm going to be on your motherfucking ass if you don't have that panel ready. All right? I'm going to be on that ass. But anyway.
That's a really good point there. Do I think... Oh, and I've lost it now. Do I think that Yomama would call FFG fat to her face? No. No. Of course you wouldn't. Because I believe that Yomama is a decent guy. So I don't think he would. And there's a bit where I hope I haven't missed it, but there's a bit where he says that, you know, when he was in the Madden community and they used to talk crap about each other, if they ever met up, sometimes they might have fisticuffs, but then they'd move on, you know, and then they'd be not necessarily friends, but they would become, you know, more civil with each other. That's how human beings react. That's how normal human beings react. Now, in my opinion, and I know there's a lot of FFG haters out there, and for good reason. But from my opinion, I would expect somebody to behave themselves in a public situation, because if they don't, then there's something seriously wrong with them. You know, and we know what can go horribly wrong. So I feel, yes, FFG talks about Foodie all the time because she's her bread and butter. Come on, that's what YouTube's about. I don't feel she's obsessed with her at all. Not at all. I think that, you know, she's got a cash cow and she uses it. Now, I think Foodie, on the other hand, is very devious. And she knows that there's people out there, maybe Yomama, who's like saying, oh, well, you know, FFG's a maniac and FFG this, that, and that. And that's good. That's good for Foodie. She's like, yes, good. Somebody can have a go. Somebody can have a go on my behalf. But that is different, in my opinion, to how FFG reacts to her. FFG reacted out of class, dare I say. Do I think she's classy? No. But I can't think of another word at this particular time to explain that she acted in the correct way when they met that day. And I do believe that she did think it was going to be a street carnival thingy or whatever. Let me go to the chat. Yomama is an undercover stan. I don't know. I don't really think that. I don't think he's an undercover stan. I think he wants people, he doesn't want to just pile on somebody that everybody else piles on. Is he capable of doing it? Oh my God, yes. Look what he does. Look how many times he comes for Breezy, and look how many times he comes for FFG. So yeah, he is capable of doing it, but he's not just going to jump on a hate wagon for the sake of it. That's the way I see it. Hi Edna, how are you, sweetness? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The man of the hour. You would hug her. Yeah, I think you would. I honestly think you would. I don't think you're nasty, Yomama. I really don't. I want to smell her Adidas. Oh dear. Right, that's a silly one. Yomama, a dress wearing socks at the pool. Yeah, see now, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio as well, so I get that. Yeah, this is what he does. He just stirs the pot. He does. Barley says Jan is right. People see Foodie as a cash cow. It's an easy money for them. Exactly. Talking about Foodie and the same thing over and over. I know. Does that make you a content creator? Not really. So, yeah, Mama has a point. He absolutely does have a point about people that are going over and over, the same person. But I think also he needs to face reality. So I want to show you something, guys. I hope your mama's still in here, because he may not have seen this. All right, let's find this. I want to show you this, which is okay. Now what does she call it? There, let's go down. I think it was a video. Right, now this I think is a very good indication of how Foodie reacts to other people. And this is another reason why I believe she would never go on panel. Oh my God, let me write. Oh, this is annoying because I've got it all set up. Hang on a minute, guys. What does she call it? All right, let's see if I get that up now. Okay, now this channel posts deleted videos up. Some that Foodie has deleted. Okay. I can't find the damn thing now. Right. Okay. All right. Let's find this. There we go. This is it here. Right, okay, that's my advert. Sorry. Right, now what I want you to do is those of you that have been following her for some time, I think will recognize this. But I think this is a very good indication of how inept Foodie is in a public environment, and in a collab. Okay. Let's just get rid of this
The time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need.
Thank
you. Did Carly like Fupa?
Right. What I want to do is just remind everybody, Foodie managed to get a collaboration with these two YouTubers. Now, this Carly, what's her name? Carly something? Carly Steele. She is, she's into beauty and blah, 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 blah. She's got quite a big following. Now, not sure about him. I didn't really look that much into it. Okay. Didn't do my homework. Shoot me. Okay. Now, they met up with Foodie. Now, what I want you to do is have a look at how Foodie reacts with other people. Now, in this particular thing, she was talking about doing OnlyFans. and I think she may have put a few pictures up. But yeah, it was all a disaster, guys. Absolute disaster. Anyway, so I just want you, I want, if your mama's in here, I want your mama to see this. Yeah, okay, so you remember them, do you, Gia? If your mama's in here, I'd like him to come up. If he's not busy, I know he's just done a live, so he might not want to. But anyway, let's put that up there. So if you want to click on that, Yo Mama, we can discuss this. So okay, here we go.
Like Samsung cameras are weird.
You're gonna notice it looks very different than
Yeah,
on
like
iPhone.
it looks like cartoonish.
You fine?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so she's now given the game away. This Carly has given the game away because she said, "Oh, your phone's really weird. We look cartoonish." Wow. We know why that is, right? We know why that is. That's called filters, Carly. Filters. Now, for some reason, these two, they don't look too bad, right? Pretty girl. Look at Foodie. Why the hell is she there? Why is she in front? So anyway, that's by the by. That's by the by. And what I will say, and I will put a link to this channel to accredit it. It's called Queen of WTF. I don't know them. But I just wanted to sort of just go over what Yo Mama said and give him a chance to see how Foodie reacts.
But I find like the Samsung filters are better than the.
They actually have a really good camera.
They
yeah.
do, eh?
They do, yeah.
Oh my god, it's happening! Of course.
I don't want plain cheeseburgers in here.
You don't want plain cheeseburgers in here. Is this a threesome? Yes.
You only get notified 3 times a day.
Like I post sometimes more than 3 times in a 24-hour period.
Mm-hmm.
So you only get notifications for like somebody if it's like if they post more than 3 times in a day, 24 hours, you won't get their notifications.
Oh no way, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other day, apparently, I spilled something when I was doing a mukbang. I was eating wings.
Do you know, I just got so much, secondhand embarrassment watching this. I just couldn't, no. Yeah, she was laughing like a hyena. It was awful. And they just spent the whole time looking at her. So I don't know. Can anyone in the chat tell me, did they actually do anything together? Because I know there was hints of that going to be happening, but did that actually happen? I think Carly was trying to get Foodie away from Pete's and Nada, who are users. Sadly, she didn't have any luck. Yeah. In her lingerie. I love that. Oh, bless you. You could show them this video, couldn't you? Oh dear. Yeah. Look how small her face was. Was it? Was it? It was an OnlyFans collaboration, but did they actually do anything? No. They didn't have okay. They just took pictures, okay, with pictures and nothing. Oh yeah, they took pictures of their lils, as I call them. Okay. But I was not only embarrassed by the sight of her, but also of the way she was acting. And this woman, bear in mind, Foodie's been putting herself in front of camera for a long, long time. You'd think she'd be used to being on camera. And I think this shows that she isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to wash my hands, and there was all a smear of ranch on my food.
You're hilarious.
So, do I smell nice, Carly?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going on
Oh
here.
my
Little drama channels.
Lord.
Carly Steele says she smells gross.
Carly's like, you better be nice or I'm going to tell people you smell.
I did say that. I did.
Can you remember how giddy she was? This whole time she was so giddy. It was embarrassing. So Capone says this was the trip that changed everything. When she went, that's when he invited Dee Dee over and she stayed for months. Yes, that's right. That's the word I've been looking for. Socially awkward. Yes, she is. Absolutely. And I'm not knocking her for that. I'm not knocking her for that. But I think people that that paint her as some kind of victim need to know a bit more about her. Yeah, socially inept. I've already said that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what does Barley say? This was when she was taking snow. Yeah, she went wild and asked these people to collab. It was embarrassing for them. It was awkward. It was dreadful, wasn't it? Right, I'm going to jump forward. Let's see. Because, I mean, the whole video is very much the same. And it was cringe.
Subscribe to OnlyFans to see my fupa from now on. And I'm probably going to start, like, eventually. I'm not going to make promises right now because you know how I am. But eventually, like, my plan is, like, I really do want to do that podcast on OnlyFans, like the sex podcast. I'm in the cool club now with all the cool YouTubers. What are you going to do, huh?
Look at the way she's hoisted up those, I mean, I was going to say enormous breasts, guys, especially women. We know that they're not enormous breasts, okay? How can I put it? When you wear a bra, I don't know how to put this now. If you're morbidly obese, I think it's sort of the fat goes everywhere. It's attributed everywhere, especially with Foodie. We can see that when we see the side profile. Okay, so her breasts aren't that big. Okay, take it from me. Her breasts are, if she was normal size, her breasts wouldn't be that big. Okay, now if she was all breast, right, which is how you are measured for a bra, you're not measured for a bra for all the excess fat that you're going to squeeze in to into this bra, into this poor bra. You're not measured for that. Okay. You are measured sort of around the back to see the size of it. So it would be like 38 or 36 or something. Okay. Now, she's probably like 45. She's 45 around there, but her actual breasts aren't big. So what she does is she squeezes all the fat, all the underarm fat to go into the bra. That's what we're seeing here, guys. And that's why I find it quite sort of embarrassing. Exactly. Capone knows what she's talking about. For a body, they're small. They are small. We can see that. We can see that. And also you have to remember her enormous stomach is going to be underneath that. So she must have been in quite a lot of pain there, because to get a bra to fit around, is it girth is the word I'm thinking of? You know, and they get that measurement. The cup size is whether it's a D or a double D. I'm a I shouldn't tell you what I am, but I'm quite big breasted. But I don't have to force in bits of my of any fat, you know, any excess fat. It's sad, but it's true, guys. It's true. So let's go.
I need to be more professional. I'm more famous.
Oh
I'm just
my
joking.
Kidding,
God.
guys.
I have a
We're
disorder.
joking.
She's totally normal. We promise.
No, she
Fine.
isn't. No.
She's drunk in lingerie and live streaming. This is not
It's
normal.
normal if you're.
I'm sorry, but I don't know how. I don't know how she thought this was, you know, putting her in a good light. It wasn't. She looked ghastly. And being that close, why did she have to be that close to these guys? They didn't have any gumballs, you know, like a stand they could put the phone on. Did they not have a table they could lean the phone against something? Why does she have to be this close? It's just awful, guys. It's just dreadful. Let's move up a bit more. And as it goes on, these people, they lose the will to live. I'm telling you, they can't believe it.
Very hard workers. I was talking to them today. They are very hard workers. They're hustlers. And yeah, they don't like to eat junk food very much.
Yeah.
Did you get a free iPad? No, but I asked her for one.
Yeah.
Where's my iPad?
Social media kit, an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so why do we get bacterial vaginosis if the guy's dirty? Until like,
Oh,
so if the guy has a dirty
God.
dick, he gives you bacterial vaginosis?
Yes.
I wonder because like, why don't they open the windows in hotels? Like, I wonder if people got sucked
No,
out.
they do it so people don't like jump off.
Oh, what did you say? Only have quality steal?
What did you guys eat today? Chick-fil-A.
Why am I in lingerie? We were doing an OnlyFans collaboration.
She had her.
Oh my God. Are you still here, guys? Isn't it awful? Isn't it awful? Yeah, exactly. You could see, can't you? But can you see the way she is with them? I think, you know, it's not just the fact that she's larger, she's like 3 times their size. It's not just that. It's the way that she's behaving that is just so cringe. It's like, what? She's nearly 40. These people, they're probably in their 20s. And she's acting like a 5-year-old child. Foodie will do anything for her channel. She accepted this is all she has in her life, the channel. And she will make money off of hate for the rest of her life. Yeah, exactly. We know that. We know that, don't we? But also bringing up the sex thing. I mean, I've not checked this girl's channel. Maybe I should check it and see how many followers she's got. But, you know, this girl may be doing OnlyFans herself. She, you know, she might be doing it with the boyfriend. Who knows? Okay. But that's up to them. But I would still suggest that even if they are doing it, they act in such a way that it's not coarse, it's not sordid. I'd like to think that. You know, I don't know. I could be talking out my backside. But I think in having Foodie sat by the side of them, just some of the things that she comes out with, I think are really offensive. And I think even they're like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Am I getting that wrong? Yeah, exactly. And I'm a great one for that. I mean, I say I'm a great one. I hate that. I hate people in my personal space. Yeah. And I think that was another reason why people found it so difficult to watch, really, because it was just so uncomfortable. And there she is with these great big lumps of fat bouncing about in this red bra. Was that sexy? Your mama likes big women. Was that sexy? Oh, okay, so you're looking at a vlog channel. Oh, what's that one? I've not seen that one. She went on a panel once and MFW made her cry. Oh, I've not seen that. I think Foodie has not only fabricated her her body size and her supposed sexiness. I think she's also fabricated her personality. But what happens is every so often she shows it. And that's when everyone goes, ugh, God, she's horrible. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't endear herself to people. And I think it's because underneath it all, she's rotten. You know, she really is rotten inside. And it's not easy for me to say that because, you know, I'm an empath and I like to think that everybody has a kindness inside them or everybody has some form of positivity. Um, but I also have to say, after seeing this woman around the last couple of years, I don't think this woman has any. I don't think she has any redeeming features whatsoever. Oh, I wish that was still up, Capone. Yeah. I think I may have seen it, but I've forgotten. I've got a terrible memory. I wish I'd seen it. The foodie we see on YouTube is not the real foodie. Yeah. She's gotten used to wearing this mask on to display her role. She's okay to make money immoral and unethically. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. And listen, it's not for me, old grandma sat over here in England, to tell people how they should earn their money. That, you know, that's not for me to say, but I can on my channel give my opinion on people, and that's my honest opinion about her. I mean, I always said I won't have her on my channel. I won't discuss her. She just disgusts me and all the rest of it. But I don't mind doing it through a different channel, you know, and giving my thoughts as we go along. And you know, as I said, I don't agree. I don't agree with Yomama on foodie. I just don't. But then that's me, you know, that's down to me. And he, as a man, is entitled to his opinion and he's entitled to say whatever he wants on his channel. That's fine. We ain't gonna fall out over it. But I just wanted to sort of just show him this and just go over it with you guys to see what your thoughts were on it. Um, you know, and I'm not a hate channel. And that's one of the reasons I don't. Again, I wouldn't talk about her because I think I could. I could turn into a hate channel. Um, no, I'd probably just make some funny things, you know, some funny videos about it because what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Um, Okay, she's exactly the same person you see here, only the clothes have changed. Yes, absolutely. Um, I think sex work is more okay than how Foodie earns her money and many other creators, reactionists. It's not okay, unethical, and immoral. We should do good in the world, not promote hate and toxicity. Exactly, Barley. I feel exactly the same way. And let me tell you, I'm not of this generation. I've been around quite a few years. I've got 4 kids, 4 grown-up kids, 4 grandkids. I I okay, how can I put this? I don't really it's a it's a difficult subject because I don't want to come across too negative, but I don't really like sex work. I don't think that it's, how can I put it? Let me think. I don't want to insult people because I know some people choose to do that. I know also that some girls don't have any choice when they're younger. So I'm not talking about that side of it, you know. But I just don't like it. You know, I just think, and I'm not saying I don't like women that do it. Women that do it, in my opinion, are just doing it for the money. And I just think it's really sad that a woman has to sell her body to make money. I guess that's how I feel about it. I've never had any friends that are in the sex business. Maybe if I had, I would have different thoughts on it. But yeah, I don't like it. I have to be honest. We're now around an hour in, so I'm gonna have a quick break, and I'll see you very, very shortly. And I'm back in the room. Hope you had time to do what you needed to do. The same as I did. Right, let's just see what you guys had to say. Yeah, I know. But do you know what, Capone? If she'd have sat back, this is what I don't understand. And I think, if anything, this proves just how much Chantel cares about how she looks online. Because anybody else, if they'd have sort of seen that, you know, that picture of themselves and them looking enormous, would have not allowed it to go ahead. I know I wouldn't. You know, it's like if the family if my family are in a restaurant and we have a picture taken, I'm like, oh, don't stick me on the end because I always look blooming massive compared to all you lot. So yeah, and that's another sort of conundrum about this woman. Why does she not care? Why does she not care? It's now, sorry, I didn't mean to take that down. It's now become an unpopular opinion to speak out against sex work. Yes. Yes. I don't care. I don't care if I've got a popular opinion or not. I don't like it. And for those reasons, it's like, why are you feeding into men's Neanderthalic desires? And it's all well and good saying, oh, yeah, but it's the oldest profession and da 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 da. Yeah. Why? Because men will be men. And men don't care where they dip it into. So, yeah, all these women can go and earn, you know, hundreds of dollars or hundreds of pounds by spreading their legs. I don't like it, guys. Yeah, don't like it. Let's see. So I see it differently, but I understand people have different views. Okay. It exists. We do not do anything about it. But nowadays it's clean work. They are taken care of. They pay taxes. I have friends in the field. If it were not for sex work, I wouldn't have been born. Yes, I know that. I do know that much. And that's why I don't want to slag everybody off that does it. I don't know a great deal about it. As I've said, I don't know a lot about it. I can only go by my gut feeling, really. So I hope that I haven't insulted anybody. If anybody watches this and they do sex work, I think with me it comes from a more of a humanitarian angle. That's all. I just think it's a shame that women have to sell their bodies, and also men. You know, men sell their bodies as well, but predominantly women. I just think it's really sad. So let's just see if any more gems come out of this.
Yeah.
For my picture.
I was like, I have weird boobs. And I'm
I was
like,
like, no, you don't. So then we started going like this.
You don't think my boobs are weird?
No, but now I have to go to OnlyFans.
No, I don't have gonorrhea, you friggin' beezers.
Now look at the look. Look at the look on this girl's face. She's like, seriously? I mean, she did get a lot of flack for this.
She's a see you next Tuesday, right?
Look, I mean, she's just out of control, guys. She's just out of control. It doesn't matter. She doesn't care what comes out of her mouth. She'll say anything. And I bet these two have never said that word on online. But she's just like, what is she like? I don't know. I'll think of
That's right. Hi, Veronica. Welcome to my shit show. Carly wants to gamble.
Do you want to come? Or are you gonna stay alive?
I should come, eh?
Whatever
up
you
to
want, you
you.
don't have to.
You don't be mad if I don't go?
No.
This is
You're
up to
You're
you.
not gambling.
It's up to
No.
you.
I'm
you
a
don't
little
have to go.
drunk.
Yeah, don't go. if you
I
don't
might
want
just
to.
hang out with my beezers.
Yeah, go ahead, bees. We're gonna bees and gamble. Is it okay if we go gamble?
Right, if I remember rightly, this was the one where she was trying to make Nada jealous. Am I right? She'd left Nada at home, and she was trying to make him jealous. Am I right, guys? Let's see what else we got up here. I mean, she just gets worse and worse and worse. And these two people, I bet they're like, oh my God, this woman's a monster.
Okay, time to get them here.
And
Will you come with me?
And they're more sensitive, yeah.
And
I'll
hold my
pierce them.
hand?
You will not pierce them. Oh my God.
Josh!
Yes. Guys, thank you so much for having us on. That was really
Sorry,
awesome.
guys.
Yes.
I'm tired. Or like olives, pickles.
Just like me. This is my girl, I'm telling you.
Yeah, things like that.
Reminds her of that love.
We've been with her all day long. If I didn't want to be with her, I wouldn't have came here.
Yeah, really. Fuck.
This was really fun.
Yeah.
This was really fun.
It was
We're-
really fun.
we're glad you came down.
So they got a lot of stick. They got a lot of stick for that. And you can see why. I don't know. You know, I get people who say, oh, you always try and, you know, diagnose people. No, I don't. But I do speak as I find. And she's not right. You know, she's, as I said, she's socially inept. She's incapable of any form of conversation. I don't know if I can find, I'm going to quickly have a look here and see if I can find her on panel with somebody, just so that you can see what she's like on panel. Can anyone remind me who she went on panel with? Who did she go on panel with? Oh, I don't know whether that anything will come up there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So she went on the just saying. Okay, shall we just have a quick look at that one and see what she was like? Right. Hang on one sec. Let's get this back. Hi, NoFap. How are you, darling? I hope you're well. We're good. I was in Yomama's chat and he was saying about that he thinks that Foodie should go on panel and talk about, you know, and talk. And I was like, are you kidding me? We've seen her on panel and she is the worst on panel. So I want to, which one shall I go for, guys? That one or that one? Just saying. Where's that one? Which one shall we do? Shall we do the just saying one? Yeah, okay, let's do the just saying one. Oh, mustn't forget
If you
to,
could make one wish for the future.
I mustn't forget to accredit them. Okay, here we go.
Ask me if I have a cult.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you're going to answer that or not.
Well, tell me where that idea comes from.
Listen, I heard two different things. All right, there's two
Anybody
things.
can say anything. I'm just wondering what the seed of
First-
that idea.
First, I heard from FPS Diesel that you're running a cult, right? And then I heard that you're trying to
What did he,
attract.
what
I heard
did he
that you're
base
trying
that
to-
on?
Oh well, I don't know. He's got a video. He's got a video about it. You know. Have you watched
You
it?
should totally start a cult, Onision, and you should do a cult musical, just like the fucking David Koresh Superstar.
So what is the advantage? What is the advantage of a cult?
Well, I don't know. You can get people to do things for you, I guess, and take their money, essentially.
I think tax.
Right, so she's obviously high in this one. No, he didn't. Can you imagine if he did, though? Oh, my God. Oh, the mind boggles. Right, let me see. I don't know what actually happens in this one. Oh, she take her wig off. Oh, God. Okay, here we go.
And a person who gets paid extra money to be dramatic, that you started a cult. Are you in a cult, real
Oh my!
stream?
Oh wait! Oh, why'd you take the wig off?
Well, because I don't want to wear my fucking wig, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
All right. That's all right.
See, this just shows again how inappropriate she is. She's on somebody else's channel and she just whisks off her wig, which, I mean, have we ever seen anybody else do that in mid-conversation? And then when the host asks her why, she's rude to him. Because I want to. Just because I want to. It's like, girl.
So I'm surprised you guys have never talked to each other seriously. You know, MFW is running late, and she'll come on here soon. But
Wait, you dodged the question. Does that mean you're in a cult?
Yeah, I'm probably in a cult. I mean, if you started a cult, I'd join it. Well, you know, so if you ever do start one, you know, let me know.
How does one arrange a cult? I don't understand.
You call it.
I don't understand.
This was only a year ago, guys. Okay. So here it looks like MFW comes on. All right. Who have we got here? Christopher Harrelson? I don't know. Hang on. Oh, it looks like Foodie's gone for a walk. All right.
You're not though.
It's well, if you look at people who actually make like viral content, well, you have, and like for instance, Tay with Chocolate Rain. The dude to this day is still making money off Chocolate Rain, because instead of focusing on all the things that make us want to die, he focused on stuff that would make people want to be happy, and that was that. Yeah, he actually created something. But if you look at YouTubers who just like,
I want you to watch her in this. Forget what anyone else is doing. Just watch her in this, okay?
like you guys didn't really tell me much about Foodie, so
Yeah, I want to know. I'm lost. So can you bring him up to speed on what you've been doing lately? Like what's been going on in your life, right? Oh, by the way, what happened with that video? You deleted that video. Why? Why did you delete that video you just uploaded? What happened?
Because I didn't want to make Natter jealous.
What do you mean?
Because I talked about meeting up with that guy last night.
Well, what happened? Like, can you explain like what happened behind the scenes that made you want to delete it? It can't be just that.
Yeah, there's again, like there's stuff. I don't want to talk too much about it because I did talk to Natter recently, and I have a big mouth and he's very private, and I've said that millions of times. So like,
okay, so here she's trying to continue the fabrication that she actually has a relationship with Nader, when we all know that relationship lasted a week. Okay, but she is just playing this game now. She's all coy now. Oh, I took it down because I didn't want to upset my boyfriend. When we know for a fact that they were never boyfriend and girlfriend, not for longer than a week. She pursued him, blackmailed him, whatever, to still get his attention, because in her books, any attention is better than no attention.
things that are like between us going on behind the scenes. I don't really want to talk about right now.
Can I say what I saw? What I saw was you made a video where you admitted that you lied about Natter, right?
Yeah.
And you admitted that that there was never any sexual assault claim, right?
All right. I said, yeah. So it's tricky with that. So yes, there are some things. There were a lot of things that were reported, and a lot of shit happened between us in the past year, and some of it, yeah, like some of it, I don't really know what I want to talk about. Like, I don't know how I want to.
And this is how she kept everyone hooked, because she'd say half a sentence and then she's like, oh, oh, I don't know. Yeah, and then we did, oh, I don't know. And people were hanging off her every word. This is her manipulation in 4K. This is what she used to do. And this is another reason why I wouldn't give her the time of day. I have to read your comments. Yes, Moosey says, once she gets her hooks in a man, she's not giving up. Yeah. 100%. We saw that. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see when Sala's had enough. That's all I can say. I thought I saw. Okay. Oh, okay. So she's now moved. Okay. She's now moved. Let's see. Let's see where she's going here. Again, just focus on her.
So can you explain to me who May is? May, what I think her name is.
I can't talk about May.
Why is that?
It's not a problem. Well, because there's a case with her friggin', and she's like gonna like call the cops on me if I talk about her.
Well,
that's what she said. She's like, you
Hold on.
out your
Hold
mouth.
on. What is she gonna say to the police if you talk about them?
That she's gonna complain to the police. She's gonna get a note. She's gonna get a no contact order because she's addressing me in her videos and I'm answering her.
What's the situation?
Wait. Okay, so you can't really, as I understand, like if I wanted to say someone was harassing me or whatever and get the police to take action, I wouldn't be able to talk back to them because that encourages them to continue. So you have to actually completely ignore someone in order to take police action against them. And if you're still talking to them, then you got nothing.
Right.
That's part of why, I don't take action against anyone either, because typically people only respond to you if you talk to them. Typically.
Yeah, exactly. And get this woman, she's a 70, like I think she's an older woman anyway, that's not really relevant, but she's accusing my ex Natter of sexual assault.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she lives in the States. She flew down, like he's like he does like cooking on YouTube, and so like she came to meet him like for his cooking or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know, something like he like met her at a hotel or something. Like came to the hotel, like she stayed at a hotel. He met her there. He said he was there for like 2 minutes, and then she like tried to like screw him. So he like was like no, and like ran down the street, and then she felt rejected.
Wait, sorry, actually physically ran down the street?
Ran down the street. Hold on, pause.
See, this is one of the many reasons why people dislike Foodie. She's called Nada her ex, okay? And now she's still, even though she's calling him her ex, she's still supporting him. She was still supporting him for a long time after this. She was still playing this game with him, even when she found out that he'd assaulted somebody. All she can talk about is a woman's age. Oh, yeah, well, she was an old woman, and, she wanted to do cooking, and they're just making excuses for how vile Nada's behaviour was. Okay. Here's another rage quit video from the panel. Okay. Is it the same panel, Capone? I can't click on it in here because I'm on StreamYard here. Hang on, I'll do that in a second. Just want to see what happens. She defended him and was his false alibi. Exactly. But then later she admitted that she knew that he'd met up with her, but it was only for a couple of minutes. And what could happen in a couple of minutes? It's like, Jesus. It's just gross. Okay. Okay, Sala and her have an arrangement. I believe that too. To invest time and build YouTube channels like Nadar. I don't call people names. I just call them their real name. Like Nadar got his, and Sala already is streaming on his own, so he got the okay. Yeah. Listen, there's no way that Sala is going to stay with her once the contract is up. Trust me. Why would he? Why would he? Except for monetary gain. It you know, it's very much like the contract that Negs and DC have got. You know, she's his pay pig. She'll support him no matter what he does. For what though? I mean, some of these women have got to be so desperate. I just don't get it. I would never, ever be that desperate for a man. Ever.
Just pause real quick. I'd like to say, Miss fucking Wonder.
I really good.
Listen,
Okay,
we
I
got
want to
quite
say
the
one
panel.
thing. I want to say one thing about this May thing.
Go ahead. Tell us about the
She-
May thing. I want to hear about it.
He was holding on to these DMs from her. So I'm like, show me what they say. And so he's like, what is she? Because he doesn't understand English well. So anyways, in the DMs, apparently the day after he sexually assaulted her, she's messaging him saying, I knew you wouldn't call me today. I knew you were just using me, and I'm going to report
So
you.
he did?
What's that?
You said the day after he sexually assaulted her, so he did?
No, apparently the day after he apparently assaulted her, she's calling him and asking, saying she's been rejected by him, and she has like those DMs. Like
you gotta watch your language, because that's in.
Yeah, he's right. This guy who's talking to her, what she's actually saying is that the woman has said, which so many girls would do, so many women would do. They've had sex with some guy who's given them a load of promises. I'll give you a ring tomorrow. We'll do this. We'll do that. And he hasn't done that. So Foodie, with her big gob, has just admitted that. And that's why this guy is cautioning her.
Indicative of it actually happening.
Oh, well, Chris left. That's okay, though. Anyways.
no, I think I said supposed, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You straight up said that he did it.
No, okay, so here's what I have to say. Apparently after, like, she sent messages. Apparently after the day that it happened, according to her, she's messaging him, accusing him of rejecting her, and she's gonna, like, go after him and all this other shit. So, like, she's just like, her credibility to me is just, like, if you want my opinion on the situation, that's my opinion. To me, she's just a crazy old woman looking for clout, and that's my opinion.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so this is her again, once again, protecting him, protecting the abuser. It's sickening.
In story than Swiss cheese.
Wait a
like,
minute.
her-
So she's an
What
old
the
lady.
fuck are we talking about?
Dee Dee's a little older too. What's up with this? So does Natter? Does he kind of?
Well, Natter is like 40. He's not young.
So what kind? How old is the typical woman he goes for?
I don't know.
See, this is why we need him up here. This is why we need him up here.
I don't think he has like a typical age. He's very open. Like his ex Samantha was like younger.
Okay.
Like probably around his age. I'm his age. His ex was like I think 47.
Yeah. Have you heard about this MFW? It's assaulted her.
So Natter's out here assaulting all kinds of people. Is that what I'm gathering?
But May
What's he
Anderson,
doing? Like,
May
I don't
Anderson
understand.
was a huge. May Anderson was a hater of mine. So keep that in mind too.
What? She was?
All right. So she's saying that May was a hater of hers. So is she intimating that or insinuating that May only did this to get at Foodie? Okay. All right.
And she's making videos going after me for like no fucking reason right now. So if you're so like
Well, that's not true. If she was making videos going after her right now, perhaps it's because she has seen Foodie protect her abuser.
you know what I mean? Like I can't with her. That's all I have to
So
say.
wait, are you saying she's
That's
doing this
my
for clout
opinion.
and that's it?
Yeah, that's my opinion on it. I just don't believe her at all.
Okay. Did you rate?
So why wouldn't she believe a woman? Why? Why wouldn't she believe a woman who has already said to her, look, you know, I thought he was going to phone me the next day, blah, 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 blah. Why wouldn't she believe her?
I know this might be a little crazy. Could you rate your attraction to Chantal between 1
Yes,
to 10?
rate my body. Come on, Fupa, rate the Fupa. It's not bad.
Gosh, I haven't done
Have you ever
that.
slept with a morbidly obese woman before? Have you ever? No, I'm
I wouldn't
serious.
I wouldn't say morbidly, no.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I've been with medically obese women, but not morbidly.
Oh, okay. What's medically like?
Medically is actually a pretty stupid standard. It's
Oh,
like,
right. Okay. Anything over 25 BMI.
This is her just being totally inappropriate again. We've swung from a serious issue of her ex abusing another woman, and we've now swung over to, would you sleep with a morbidly obese woman? Have you ever slept with one? I tell you, her mind is in the gutter, guys. Seriously. Let me just see chat. Yeah, she does make every situation about her for sure. Chantal wants to believe that Nader loves her and didn't, do anything with May because he loves her so much. Yeah, that's what she was trying to put across. But everybody, the thing is with Chantal is she thinks she's the cleverest person in the room and she never is. So when she comes out with this garbage, everyone goes, oh my God, don't believe a word of that. And she can't understand that, so she'll just laugh.
I don't know for sure. I just know that one person I dated was really upset with me.
Right, we're not interested in that. Okay.
Actually, not easy to get in the sack.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Despite what people think.
So we're all back to her again. Yeah, well, I'm easy to get in the sack. MFW doesn't look very happy at all, and I can't blame her.
You know, it's not an easy task. So.
Oh,
Didn't he assault you?
So I'm gonna get cancelled. I just found out that luxury fragrances only have 5% of fragrance oil, and we're spending £200.
You too, Foodie?
Well, wait a
Listen,
second.
this
That's nothing.
This woman the next day wrote to him saying she was what was the word I just said earlier in the fucking DM that she sent him? She's like, this is not just about your rejection. I knew you wouldn't call me. This isn't just about your rejection of me, but I'm gonna get you. I'm an American, and they'll believe me, and all this other shit. Like, we have all the DMs, so I'm totally not like.
Well, I don't believe that for 1 second. That was a lie.
I don't know. If I were him, I wouldn't be worried, but it's not my case. And she's like, I'm gonna call the police if you don't stop talking about me. Freedom of speech, bitch. What are you gonna do?
All right, so I know you probably missed this today too, Katie. Like, Chantal made a video earlier. She deleted it. She said she admitted that the claims against Nader were false. Okay?
What claims?
That she made against Nader herself.
I don't know. Okay, it's not that I don't
You
see the situation.
You lied on Nader like
no.
that?
This is why I don't want to fucking talk about it, because when I say something, people run with you fucking lied about it. No, what happened is a situation, private situation between Nader and I don't want to fucking talk about, and I'm not talking about it. Happened.
She already had talked about it. That's the trouble. She can't keep her big fat mouth shut. And she thinks she can say whatever she likes, but nobody can ask her about it. And I'm so glad that MFW was there and calling her out on it. Good for her.
And it was a situation that made me uncomfortable because we don't communicate well in the Slack and all this other shit. Anyways, so no,
What's that got to do with anything? We don't communicate well in the sack. What? What are you talking about, woman? So you're saying, in that case, you're intimating that he did something that you didn't really want him to do because he didn't understand you, because you don't communicate well in the sack. Oh, God.
I don't see it as that he was trying to assault me, but it was something at the time like that. I don't know. I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Well, in that case, you should have just stopped him then. Why did you not just stop him? If he was doing something, it doesn't matter whether you can communicate with him or not. You just stop him. Okay, so in my opinion, what she's saying is absolute garbage. I'm looking at the chat now. In the United States, Chantel would have been arrested for falsifying this. In Canada, no punishment. You know, it's like I have no faith. I'm a Brit, as you know. I have no faith in the British judicial system. And as far as I know, it's very similar to the Canadian. It's just rubbish. It's just garbage.
You're sticking up for him because the fucking order's wrong and you're in love with them, and at the time you were pissed, so you blew it up. But dude, that is shitty. You can't be doing that shit. This is why people get bad names for that.
Okay, look. Everything I said, I can't.
No matter what you think of FFG, not FFG, MFW, I actually, do I like her? I don't dislike her. I know people have said she's racist and she's this and she's that, but I hear a lot of good stuff coming out of her. I think she's got a brain. Yes, it may be frazzled with drink, but there's a reason why she drinks. And I think, put it this way, if I had to spend a week with either MFW or with Foodie, I would choose MFW. 100%. And that doesn't mean that I think she does everything the right way. No, she doesn't. But I do believe she's a very damaged woman, and her way of getting through life is to drink. I haven't seen her or heard her being racist. If she is a racist, in that week I would find out about it and I would put her straight on a few things. Put it that way. But there's no way I could spend a week with Foodie. No way.
Talk about it. I'm not saying anything else. Fuck it.
So
I'm not talking
why? You made a video, dude.
No, because you guys are not. No, because I'm not telling the truth. That's all I'm gonna say.
So the video was all right. Listen, MFW, May Anderson is this woman who she claims. I don't know the story.
All right, I wanna live in free.
Okay, we've got another one. Anyway, so we've gone down that. Rabbit hole. And as you can see, that's one of the reasons I don't react to Foodie, because I just think she is a horrid, nasty piece of garbage, and there is nothing of any substance, not only to anything she says or anything she does. I just wish she would just go away. Okay, let me just look at the chat before we head out. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of bit of a dive into Foodie. It's all your mama's fault. Blame him. But I just wanted to prove, well, I've said it several times. You know why I put her on. So let's just say, Nader said that 9 different women have accused him of that at this point. Yeah, see, that's awful. But one thing we also have to remember is that Foodie was standing by him. Let's not forget that. Okay, let's not forget that, guys. Nader is worse than a piece of shite I would have on my shoes. I wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire. He is disgusting. That's all I've got to say about him. Just so that you know. Okay. All right, let's see. I want to replace Yomama on his next boys trip. Do you? Why? You ought to be the only girlie there. She's been known to drop the N-word. Yeah, I've heard that. I have heard that. Does that automatically make somebody a racist? I think that's a subject for another live stream. What makes a racist? I don't. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I would, but then I think sometimes people use it in their. Some people have it in their vocabulary, and which they have learnt from their family and their peers. And I believe that she probably uses it in the same way that Negs uses it, in that they're both in an area of America that is very racist, and I think they probably grew up using it. Does it excuse it? No. No, it doesn't. But then it does give a it's not even an excuse. I think it just sort of makes it more understandable. It doesn't mean to say that it's right. It isn't right. I don't know if she's racist or not. Maybe she is. But then she lives in Indiana. I'm sorry, but I think sometimes racism can be very sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Geographical, put it that way. And yeah, I believe that. And I think if she has used the M word, it's because it's been used around her for a long, long time. And she's just grown up using it, and not got any repercussions from it. But you can't be like that and come online, as a white woman or a white man and be throwing that word around. You just can't do it. Okay, why does Yomama have so much faith in her? I don't think he does. I think maybe he does. Maybe he's got a lot more sort of leniency than I have. I'm very black and white. Okay, that is not the Cry and Rage Quit podcast. I know, honey, but I've played quite a lot of that and we've been on for a while. And I don't really, I don't know if I really want to see her just, you know, screaming and coming out with a whole pack of more lies. We know what she's like. Maybe I'll cover her another day, though. Let's see. Yeah, it is true, Capone. And, it's difficult. I mean, I've always said no white person should ever use the N-word. But then I was having this discussion with one of my sons, and I was saying, but the thing is, didn't Eminem used to use that word? And the other white rappers, they've used that word. And how many songs do you hear where they use that word? And so how far do you go? Do you say, well, even though the rapper may be black, there's white people listening to it. So when they're singing the lyrics, they're going to use the N-word. It's a difficult one. It is a difficult one. And I'm not making excuses for anybody, but I do believe, a lot of us, especially, and I don't want to say small-minded, but put it this way. If you've never left the town that you were born, or you've never left the country you were born in, your vision of the world is very blinkered, okay? Some of these people haven't lived. I don't know whether Negs has ever left the country. I'm sure he hasn't. And I don't know whether MFW has ever left the country. I'm sure they haven't. Would I be comfortable going to where they live as a black woman? Hell no. Because I know the type of people that live there. So, okay. Apparently you pissed off your mama. How did you do that, darling? Capone's always getting into shit, apparently. Well, I'm quite happy if you come over here. Oh, okay. So is 69 white? Yeah, I don't know rappers. Rappers isn't my kind of thing. I don't like it really. Let me see. I'm embarrassed. I asked this, but best I ask and no. Okay, what did you ask? How do you say it nowadays? That is okay. Native American, right? Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong with that though. I could be wrong because I'm not American, but I think native or indigenous, is that the word? I don't really know. And don't ever be embarrassed to ask. Listen, if I'm not sure about something, Barley, I ask. It's like with my gay friends. If I hear something and I'm not sure whether I should say it, I'll speak to them about it and I'll say, is it all right if is it okay for a straight person to refer to a gay person as this or, and I always check pronouns as well with gay people. If I'm introduced to another gay person, I'll ask whoever introduced me, what are their pronouns? Because I don't go around. Who wants to go around offending people? I don't, you know. But yeah, I'll tell you, I watch a lot of Instagram, and I remember, and this probably going to sound really silly, but I remember I used to watch this guy, and he used to play a lot of rap music. He was white, and he used to play a lot of rap music. And whenever I used to hear him listening to the rap music, if they use the N-word in it, I'd get offended. And I'd be like, and I remember once, sending him a message and saying, I think you should revalue your choice of music on here, or evaluate your choice of music on here, because I find it quite offensive that you're listening to something with the N-word. Does that sound silly? So, yeah, I'm the same, Moosey. I don't want to be offensive. I am sometimes. Can't help it. Because I'm very blunt. I'm a very blunt woman. And I can be very offensive, but not, let me think. Not purposely, really. I'd hate to sort of offend people, and also it amazes me that people, especially people that have got such a large following, will say things that just offend so many people, like like Foodie. For God's sake, woman, just shut up. Can't bear it. Anyway, I'm winding down now. I'll just read what this is because of YouTube. I nowadays always call people they. I stopped using she or he because on YouTube you don't know the sex gender behind the name. So you just say they. Yeah. I'm not as forward as that. I haven't progressed that far. So I might be a little bit ignorant as far as that's concerned. But yeah, and I guess we have to accept that some people do get offended if they're misgendered. But then, the argument to that is, but then if I can't see if you're one way or another, what can I say? But you've just answered that, Barley. What I should say is they. Well done, Barley. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna say thank you so much for joining me on the couch here. I don't know which one you were. This week I'm sat on the bed because that looks really comfy. So I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, if not before. I hope you all enjoyed it. We sort of covered something a bit different this week. which I think is good. We don't want to just keep going over the same thing. Capone's the cat. Okay. Yeah, you can be the cat. Oh, hi, Ren. Sorry, I did see you earlier. I forgot. Bye, Edna Sweetness. Hope your job's going well. So guys, I will see you on Wednesday. You take care of yourselves out there. Have a fabulous weekend. Stay happy, smiling, and the world will smile back at you eventually. Take care. Bye-bye for now.